When it comes to a very famous writer, which usually writes books which related to some mysteries, I would definitely think about Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. This man was famous for a very clever character that he just developed, which is called Sherlock Holmes, and also uh, a very famous all over the world. Today I want to review to you this kind of series of the Sherlock Holmes children's collection, Mystery, Mischief, and Mayhem. There are 3 parts, but I've already owned one of them, and this is the first one, the STOCKBROTHER'S CLERK. Now we're gonna move to its content. First is it talks about a man called Hall Pycroft. He was unemployed, but then he found a job in Morrison and Williams furniture company. But before he came to the interview to decide his salary and his schedule, a man called Arthur Pinner just wanted to meet him and said that he had a very mysterious but very big company that he is really wants Mr. Pycroft to take part in. However, and also to raise Mr. Pycroft's beliefs, he just gave them £100 to ensure that when Hall went to this company, he will definitely get a very good high salary. However, when he went to a kind of hardware company which was invented by the Pinner's brother, Harry and Arthur Pinner. He just met Arthur's brother, Harry, and after having a small conversation, he began to give Mr. Pycroft a lot of work to do, and over days, it is really weird that there are no reduction in the amount of work that Mr. Hall Pycroft have to do each day. However, when Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson, and Hall Pycroft entered his boss' room, who is Arthur Harry Pinner, so they just realized that he are going into a bathroom, and when they found them, he is punching at the wall, and after being found, he was just fell asleep. Then Sherlock Holmes just talk about his explanation. So he told our reader and also Dr. Watson and Mr. Hall Pycroft about how he solved this issue. The reason why Mr. Pycroft, when he first met Harry Pinner, feels like he has met this man somewhere, and actually he did, because there is no brother there, because Harry and Arthur Pinner are the same person. Also, the reason why Arthur Pinner have to do those kind of things is the fact that his true brother, Benton, was just out from the prison and finding for some jobs. And when he hear about the job that Mr. Hall Pycroft is going to do, so he just tried to distract him and enter that position. However, because his brother Arthur Piner also really love him, so he decided to make this joke to just make a distraction to Mr. Hall Pycroft. However, when the reasons why Mr. Arthur Piner is punching at the wall is related to the newspaper in the lying on the door on the floor. Then there is kind of a news. There are some news about Paddington has been cuffed as when he was working in the factory, and actually he was signed up as the name of Hall Pycroft. And also that is the end of the story. I have several feelings when I read this book. First is it is really both easy but also really complex. I mean, when we read this, read Holmes' explanation, we feel it's really easy to solve. However, if we have to deal with this issue ourselves, I bet that it is really complicated for us to finish this, because like any things that related to the mysteries, like why Mr. Hall Pycroft was cheated to go to the company, and why Arthur have to acted as him and also his brother too, is related to each other. And Sir Arthur is really good at this kind of things. I mean, he can give us a lot of questions while reading from the beginning to the middle of the book. However, in the end, it is all the problems were solved secretly without having any problems. And I think that is the reason why people are really into reading Sherlock, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's book. Although there are also a lot of books which is public and related to the mysteries. However, people are still have a keen interest in reading books about Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson.